All right, thank you, Bo. Well, as kids head back to school, parents may struggle a bit to get them on a proper sleep routine. A summer of late nights means a child's sleep cycle may be so off, but now is the time to get them back on track. And we're joined by Dr. Kristen Farr from Children's Hospital with ways to make the transition easier. So thank you so much for joining us. You're going to save a lot of parents.
Hopefully.
First, let's talk about, obviously the importance of a good night's sleep.
So it's important for your child, obviously, as they're starting to transition back to school, just to their behavior is better when they're well rested. Hopefully they'll be more attentive at school and be able to absorb the information, and they'll just be happier. So.
Yeah, better all around. So how much sleep do school-aged children need on average?
It's dependent on the age, but usually we say between 9 and 11 hours of uninterrupted sleep is ideal.
Wow, yeah. I wish I got that.
Me too.
If your child gets off track like they do every summer, what are some of the best ways we can start to make that transition?
So one, you have to kind of figure out what's the ideal bedtime for your child based on when they wake up in the morning. It takes a lot longer than you think to transition them back into their routine.
Really?
So it takes about 1 week to move it 30 minutes. So it can take a while, but we kind of recognize that, especially as school's approaching pretty soon, to kind of start thinking about that. It's difficult when it's so light outside, but we really need to start considering it, this time of year to kind of start slowly kind of transitioning them back to a normal time.
We want our kids to have fun during the summer, but should we keep in mind that whole process during the summer as well, and maybe try to have a set bedtime, maybe a little bit later than normal?
I think a little bit later. I think maybe keeping with the same routine is an idea that, so your child kind of becomes accustomed to when they need to start winding down and kind of getting used to when to go to bed. And if it is a little later, sure, we just have to keep in mind we need to start kind of transitioning it back to the school time routine as soon as we can.
How soon do we do that?
Really, I mean, school starts, I know for Knox County it's August 6th, so it's now is about the time to start kind of slowly going back. But
good luck tonight, parents.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. Once the sleep cycle is fixed, what suggestions do you have for getting that 9 to 11 hours of uninterrupted sleep?
So I have to say, as a pediatrician, we never recommend caffeine for any child, but definitely avoid caffeine before bed. Try to limit screen time, no screen time as far as like in front of a TV or an iPad or cell phone for about an hour, hour and a half before bedtime. And studies have shown that a cool and dark environment can help kind of promote a better sleep and a consistent sleep throughout the night. So that's another thing you can kind of offer your child too.
Wonderful. We all need to turn things off when we go to bed. I know. I have to remind myself of that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And a reminder, if you have a question about your child's health, email me at ltucker@wate.com. And be sure to tune in every Thursday here on WATE 6 on Your Side News at 4:30 to see if we use your question on the air. Happy Z's, Bo.
Best of luck to everybody.